on. Oh! Boom! 180! Boom! 180! Set hut! Look at that man right there, Carts. Look at that man. Yeah, that's Zack Martin, okay? Future NFL Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it. And guess what? He's in studio the entire show today. That's right, special edition, Hall of Fame edition, Big Boy Friday. We got to recap a little Thursday night football. We got the money corner coming up where Megan's going to give you the best picks to play over the weekend once again. We got our guy Katic McConnell from Vandy, the O lineman who went viral for the double KO against LSU last week coming on. We got the Smasher Pass Food, the Skillet part. We got a ton, okay? It's going to be a lot of fun. It all starts now on FS1. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. This is the Friday edition of Wake Up Barstool. Normally, we got Dana Beers here. Dana is out on assignment, and we've replaced him with not one, but two. Pretty legendary replacements, I would say. It's me, Mikey Katic. We got Chief, we got Megan Makin Money, and of course, we got Zack Martin. Dude, Zack, what's up, brother? Thank you so much for being here.
No, man, thanks for having me. Excited to be here. Kind of gone through the gauntlet here the last day or so, but it's great to be here.
And you crushed the gauntlet. Yeah. From what I saw, right? I mean, just
Trivia
naturally good at everything.
Trivia got me a little bit there. You know, the heart started pumping a little bit.
Yeah, you need oxygen.
Yeah, it's like when your coach used to make you, they try to physically exhaust you and then do something mental, and if you skip, whatever, like mat drills. All right, boys, are we ready?
Oh no, we're waiting for Cade.
Oh, we're waiting for Cade. Okay, my bad.
He's gonna do one with us. He's gonna
little premature. Smelling salts.
Dude, that's exciting.
For me, I apologize. It's a tease. We will do smelling salts, and we have Katic McConnell on, Vandy offensive lineman. Zack, so what's up, man? Before we dive into last night's game and everything, and I want to talk about that. How is retired life? How's it been going?
Yeah, it's been great, man. Obviously a little different looking fall for me, but move back up to my hometown, get the kids settled, and get to enjoy football from the couch this year. So it's been nice.
How many kids do you have? What are you telling me?
We have fourth on the way. So we got a packed house at the Martin household. Yeah.
I got three little ones myself, but then I decided to get snipped up, dog.
Yeah, I'm not far behind you. I'm not far behind you.
Wait until you smell the burning flesh of your own testicles. It's a feeling that you'll never quite forget. I mean, you can appreciate that, right, Megan?
My husband has not been fixed.
Okay, never mind.
I have smelled burning flesh. Too specific. C-section survivor.
Hell yeah, right on. Okay, guys. So, how's that been? So you're talking about watching ball here.
Everyone's sick now.
My bad, dude. I had to set the tone immediately, let Zack know what he was stepping into here. But like you said, a lot of watching ball.
Yep.
When's the last time? How old are you right now? 34?
I'll be 35 next month.
Okay.
Yep.
So when would be the last time, do you think, that you were just watching ball in your entire life? And I'm talking not even playing Little League. Like what age did you start?
I would say I probably started playing before I really started watching it.
Yeah.
Hardcore. My dad was played college football, so I have two brothers, kind of a football family. We started in third grade playing tackle football, so 7 or 8 years old. And
damn.
O lineman, D lineman from the start.
Yeah.
I was telling my son's playing flag, and he's playing running back, receiver, and he's asking me questions. I'm like, buddy, you've touched the ball more than I have.
Yeah, I remember having dreams of before I first ever padded football practice of because my old man was a quarterback, and I was having dreams of scoring touchdowns, throwing touchdowns, and my ass was on the line immediately.
Yeah.
I was a running back, scored 9 touchdowns.
What?
Oh.
Wow.
Then I went tight end. I didn't play O-line until I was in middle school.
You probably were just out
You
there
were making the
playing volleyball.
running back to tight end.
Yes.
To D-line.
He just kept getting fatter and fatter.
Yeah, well, we had our leagues, we had the stripes on our helmets for the weight.
Yeah, stripers.
Stripers. So, and then, the real demoralizing part where if you were a certain weight, you got the 3 stripes. So you had one over to the side, and then all the way around. And you could only play O-line. You couldn't even play defense. You could only play O-line.
No way. Yeah. Is this like a scarlet letter situation? If you were a certain weight, you couldn't run the ball?
Oh yeah. They're like wrestlers. Kids would try to lose weight, cut weight to be so they could touch the ball.
That's
It'd be like, you have to be 160 to touch the ball.
Like in 8th grade, our best player was a running back, but he'd already gone through puberty and everything, so he didn't make the weight. So, you got this guy who clearly is going to be the high school running back playing like left guard for the middle school team.
Oh, dude, that's crazy because I actually drove kind of out of the way, like half an hour to get in a non-weight related league. And our guard was Cameron Hayward. And at 10 years old, he was 6'180". At 10 years old, just absolutely mauling kids.
I wasn't that big till I was 19.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right. So wait, real quick before we do get into the game, Mikey. I mean, you were kind of nerding out about Zach yesterday. Dude. How we feeling?
When Big Cat told me he was coming in, I physically jumped out of my seat. Because everyone, there's a lot of people that come through this office, and we had Joe Thomas last week. It's so cool, and I've asked you a million questions, but it was just so cool to just have one of your boys.
Yeah.
O-lineman, the brotherhood is just everyone's the same.
How many holding penalties did you tell me Zach had in his entire career earlier?
7.
So that means you had as many all-pros as holding penalties?
As accepted holding penalties. There had a few that weren't accepted.
Insane. Yeah. I can't even wrap my brain around that. That's going to be the craziest sports statistic of all time, arguably. All right, let's get into last night's game. Not the most exciting Thursday night game. We've had some good ones, but Chargers absolutely dominate the Vikings. But since we have so many O-linemen here, to me, the story of last night, because Justin Herbert did great, the running back, another 100-yard game, but it was the return of Joe Alt. Mm-hmm. The Chargers O-line has been a disaster thus far this season, and when Joe Alt has played and finished and started games, they're 4-0. I've got some numbers we can get into about how much better Herbert's been. But Zach, what about because it's one player returning, but when it's a left tackle and suddenly you don't have to commit resources there, there's a knock-on effect, right?
Oh, yeah, and absolutely. With Slater being out, you kick Alt over, so you're really on, when Alt goes out, you're really on your 3rd, 4th tackle, or you're moving guys around, shuffling guys on the line, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's kind of last resort type thing because you're making multiple positions worse. But really, when you add a guy like Joe Alt back there, you saw Herbert super comfortable back there. They get Khalil Mack back last night. He's getting pressure on the quarterback. So, we talk about the line of scrimmage all the time. Their best offensive linemen this year and their best defensive linemen come back last night, and they get a huge win.
Just absolutely dominated the Vikings. Get off the mat after last week. Vikings in a bit of trouble. Mikey, what did you think on last night's game? What stood out to you?
Yeah, I was talking to Zach, watching Joe Alt, the way, and he had a little scary. Because I'm big on injuries. I see injuries really well.
Oh, really?
And also,
he was all Dr. He's been talking about it since yesterday morning, and he did not disappoint last night.
Dr. Katic?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But they were running, the defense was running a twist, and Joe kind of got tripped up, and someone fell on his ankle, and he twisted up, and he was fine. But other than that, the way he's in his stance, he's so wide, and Zach was saying it's so hard to get around him because he's just such a wide guy, and he latches up, and he's just an incredible player, and he's enormous. He towers over everyone in the huddle.
I mean, he's every bit of 6'8". He's every bit of 6'8". Yeah. When you see him in person, he's just a big dude.
And this Vidal guy.
Bro, Vidal's he's a tiny little battering ram.
But he was stepping in, hitting these blitzing linebackers, getting under their chin. He's not afraid of anything, and he could run the dang ball.
I like the little back, though, because, Harbaugh, they run a lot of gap scheme, and he finds little crease and hits it. It's almost like the defense can't find him. You get all these double teams watching the defense, and he just squirts through.
And then they can't get underneath him to try to get a clean hit on him, dude. He's under everybody. Yeah. Chief, Carson Wentz last night. It was a... Sometimes it's
the end.
Sometimes it's painful to watch. There was that Georgia game, the San Francisco game a couple weeks ago where Mac Jones was clearly dying on the sideline. Carson went through it last night.
Yeah, and you see J.J. McCarthy looking very healthy on the sideline.
We tried to tell you.
He's got an ankle problem. He's hiding it well because he looked great on the sideline. I think it's time to bring him back. I think that was the key. That fourth quarter.
This the play where he
This is
Yeah.
JJ Jones.
Yeah, look at that. Nimble. Nimble. So I don't know what his return time is, but I think if the Vikings are going to save their season, it's got to be JJ.
next week.
It's got to be next week.
Well, okay, I'll ask you about this, Zach, though. So this is a weird dynamic, right? Because you could say it's got to be JJ, but he was awful for 7 of 8 quarters that we saw him. But it's like,
That one quarter, though.
the one quarter was good. But like,
Versus the Bears.
Yeah.
The Bears are good now.
So of course, noted Bears fan here. So, but like, I guess I'm asking more about this dynamic because we do see it a lot, right? Where the backup quarterback's always the most popular guy in town, right? But like the Vikings, like we all think KOC's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we don't trust him to play JJ McCarthy if he's the best option? Like that's the disconnect for me. Like I get it. I know what you're saying. You maybe have to go him because Carson Wentz has clearly kind of run its course here, but I don't know if I hold much hope that it's going to be significantly better.
Yeah, I don't know if they're trying to, they don't want to throw him into the fire. They don't know if he's not ready yet. But yeah, I mean, Wentz was hurting last night. I got to give him some credit. I mean, he was getting tattooed back there. His shoulder was banged up, and be out there and finish the game. But also,
and he's our age, right?
I don't know if we've heard anything from like Vikings, but if it was a situation where he needed to play, I would feel like more players would be coming out and saying things, which we haven't really seen that yet.
Yeah, like he's not just tearing it up at practice.
Right.
I feel like they're like holding him back.
Right.
We gonna see.
But you know what Carson is at this point.
Yes.
And JJ has like the potential to at least be something. The high pick, the national championship, all big arm. If it's going to progress, you would think it would be the guy that has the potential. And eventually you just got to hand the keys to him.
Yeah, eventually you have
he's
to.
a first-round pick, right?
Exactly.
So he's a franchise. You invested a first-round pick in him, an early first-round pick. At some point, you're going to have to go in there and see what we got.
You have to.
Yeah.
Dark times for Vikings fans. I mean,
That's a
KOC,
shame.
you're supposed to be the guy, and you let Sam Darnold leave, you let Danny Dimes leave, and look at what you have now.
Think about that. Jones was there.
That's right, dude. All right, coming up next, Cade McConnell, Vanderbilt offensive lineman, smelling salt season, guys.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. Tell all your friends about it. More Wake Up Barstool right here on FS1. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Get a shot on Megan real quick. She has her smelling salt mustache ready to go. And, boys, we got Cade McConnell from Vandy, one of the hottest teams in the country, one of the most likable and enjoyable teams watching the rise of Vanderbilt last few years. We got a highlight to show you of Cade in a second, but first, if we get out our
Smelling
salts, Cade and you as well. It's once
Come
again
on.
time.
Yeah.
Let's go, boys. Oh, God.
That brings it back right there.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Every drive.
around the eyes. Get a little
Meg, how we feeling?
Ooh, around the eyes.
Wow.
around here. Just a little.
Really?
I haven't done that.
I've never done that before.
Not too.
I am leaving.
The eyes is insane.
Cade, baby, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Cade McConnell, guys. Can we go ahead and play the highlight to set the scene?
Yes, please.
Of course, this
fires
Vanderbilt
me
team
up.
Please not be
completely
against
changed.
LSU.
Yeah, here it is. Bang! Bang! God, double kill. Cade, bro? Take us back to that play, and then get into a little
I love an extra
on that.
shot.
Yeah, extra.
Take us back to that play. Is that your favorite play that you've ever had?
I think it's got to be, right? I mean, I don't know if I've done much to many things like that, honestly, in my life.
So you were in, so it looks like you just had like a 4-eye there. Were you kind of setting out to both guys, but then the guy dropped and you were kind of like looking for work, or what was?
Yeah. So we were 5-on-5.
Yeah.
And we had the boundary drop, so I'm passing that off to my tackle.
It's quite the pass.
I didn't know he fell.
Oh, you didn't even know he fell.
No, and then so like when I felt my tackle's hip, I just kind of turned around and someone was there. So.
I mean, and it's like the second one makes sense, but the power of the punch on the first one, Cade, is crazy. That is excellent strength there, dude.
I love that. We call it a
Yeah, it
snap.
doesn't happen too often.
Snapping the TE off. Like, we just talked about that play that we talked about with Alt last night,
Yeah.
right? Like, this is what, at offensive guard in a pass situation, you got to protect your tackle and you got to snap them off.
Yeah, well, Cade, you definitely did that. Take us into the Vanderbilt program and locker room right now, because the rise of Vandy under Clark Lee has been astounding. I mean, it was a few years ago where he gets the job and he's talking about wanting to win championships, and we're all kind of laughing and saying, oh, well, that's not going to be possible. And look at y'all now, man. What do you think's been the key to making this thing that seemed so far-fetched a reality?
Yeah, so you mentioned Coach Clark Lee, and I think that he's had the same mission since he's gotten here, and it's winning. And I think that's at any level that we can make it, we're going to make it. We focus on going 1-0 every week, 1-0 every game. I think that's really like what makes us special is, there can be all this outside noise, no hate on anything. Like obviously this stuff is amazing, all this outside noise, but at the end of the day, we're going to walk in that locker room, we're going to tie up our cleats, and it's 1-0 just with our brothers. That's something that Clark Lee, he gives that to us every morning. And I think that starts with him. It comes from the top down. Diego says the same exact stuff, maybe in a little different way than Coach Lee. He says the same stuff.
Is that the O-line coach?
No, Diego Pop. That's the quarterback. Diego Pop. Yeah, he's a little.
He's a monster.
He's just a little. Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about, man, because we all know what it's like to play with a great quarterback, and it's like that, like general on a battlefield sort of feel. Yeah. And there may be nobody better in the country in that sense right now than Diego. What do you think makes him like someone that kind of the boys want to follow and fight for?
Yeah, I think the special thing about Diego is he's like the ultimate competitor. Like in anything that he does, he wants to beat somebody at. And I think that, it bleeds into all of us as well. He also is like, there's a switch that flips that once he comes off the field, he's the most personable person. He knows every single person's name in the facility. He's great to be around. He's a great leader. Everybody trusts him. I think he's the best quarterback in the country, best football player in the country. I love blocking for him. I do a lot for that guy, and a lot I wouldn't say on here, but I do a lot for that guy.
Let's go, dude. What's the O-line room like camaraderie wise? Are you guys chilling outside the facility? I know like O-linemen we're easy to hang out with. I love offensive linemen with everything in me. Yeah. So what's that like? Do you guys, get food every week? The chilling on the outside, what's that looking like?
Yeah, so we do the quick and strong side. So we flip. Yeah. So my quick tackle.
That's right. I forgot about that.
We hang out like we're with each other every single day. I'm not in classes because we do have in-person classes at Vanderbilt. He is not in-person classes, so he's kind of chilling at the facility more than me. But if we're not watching film with the whole line, then we're hanging out, going to get food. Obviously, we eat 24/7.
Yep.
But no, dude, our O-line is like the closest I've been around. We're all best friends in there. We all come from different schools. All 5 of us starters have played somewhere else.
Oh, wow.
But went to school somewhere else. And yeah, so it really is just like we're all a band of misfits. Coach Lee says that all the time, and I think our O-line really is just a band of 20 misfits that are put together.
So you mentioned flipping, and this is terrible. Like I should have been on this. I mean, what are some of the? I mean, Zach, do you?
Well, I'm curious because I've never been a part of a line that does the quick and strong side. So like, are you running the exact same plays? Like you have just a set of plays that you're running on both sides, or like how does practice work? Are you constantly flip flopping right left, or what?
Yeah, so we flip with the strength. So strong side, quick side. Obviously, it's really weak side. I think we just don't like calling it weak side. But we don't have the same plays. We run the same play regardless of the strength, and they can give us strength and flip the call or trade the tight ends and stuff like that. So you really have to know the whole offense.
Yeah.
But I think
switching from left to right, that's hard. Like people ask me all the time, and I almost would rather move from guard to tackle on the same side than switch from left to right. So people don't understand how hard that is to cross train like that for a whole season.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get a lot of like, why would you guys do that? Why would you guys do that? And we really kind of embrace it a little bit. Obviously for the next level, it's good that your feet are right in both situations, right and left. But we kind of embrace it. Like I said, we're a band of misfits, dude, and people think it's weird, across the country, and let it be weird. We're a weird group of guys.
I love it.
Love it. Yes, dude. Well, that weird group of guys now. Another massive game in Nashville this weekend. What's it like playing in that stadium, man? Because even as even last year, Coach Saban, who we all respect and love, he even had some jokes about playing in Nashville and home field advantage or lack thereof, but it's felt pretty damn strong thus far this year, man. It's going to be pretty live this weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun one this weekend. The stadium. So my first year here was last year, and the new side was completely construction last year. So we're in a concrete jungle out there now. It looks all pretty, but when we walk in there, it's still our home, and it's still that concrete jungle we all battled in the last 2 years. Fans are coming out, and it's awesome to see Nashville rally around Vanderbilt football. I think Diego and Coach Lee and Candace Lee, our AD, have done a great job at that. But no, dude, this weekend is going to be awesome. Obviously, college game day is once in a lifetime experience, and Mizzou's a great football team. I obviously think we're a great football team, so it's going to be a heavyweight matchup, and I'm excited about it.
What are you seeing on tape from Mizzou thus far?
Good D-line. Front seven, obviously, playing the SEC. It's going to be great every single week. Always the back end of the defense is always going to be good. It's really weapons against weapons every week, as long as we do our job up front, and obviously that's what we're going to go into the game thinking we're going to do. But obviously it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a really fun challenge, though, and I'm excited to get out there Saturday.
Big Ten front sevens are pretty good too, man. Just saying.
I don't know, dude.
Last question for me. After the season, I am coming down to Nashville. I don't think it's even a question. We're going to hang out. We're going to hit Broadway. I can't wait. Thanks for coming on, dude. I'll text you later.
Wait, that's very funny. He said, last question from me.
It's not even a question.
I don't think it's a question, dude.
I'll sleep on your couch after the season.
Can we hang out?
No, we are hanging out.
It's not a question. It was both literally not a question in that they are hanging out, and it did not end in a question.
No, I didn't even give him an option.
Hey,
either. I'm coming.
Cade, go kick ass this weekend, man. Thanks for coming on. Congrats. Big boy of the week.
Let's go.
Cade McConnell, absolute legend, man. Game day Saturday in Nashville. Good luck, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, boys. Thank you, guys.
All right, there you go, Cade McConnell. Yeah, good vibes on that guy.
I love it. Great.
The quick side, strong side thing is crazy.
I called him after the game, and I was like, what is that?
He's right there.
I called him, and he was explaining it, and I was like, dude, I feel like my head would, because when you're so dialed in on one side, your feet, your mechanics, everything, what hand you're punching with, and now you have to flip everything in your brain every single play. Like, you don't even know what the next play is if you're going to be on the left or right side. And he was like, yeah, it's crazy, but when you gel, because you're always as a guard, you're always gelling with the center on every play. Yep. But when you're traveling with a tackle that you gel with, I feel like that makes it easier. But it's still the flipping of the brain and flipping your mechanics is what drives me.
And also you got to have your coaches mix up the scheme and come up with different ways, because when I'm watching tape, I would think strong side, quick side, there's a lot of tells to pick up. So the coaches got to be on it to mix it up and make it look the same on both sides.
Well, and I guess actually through that, then though, I guess it could open up some interesting play calling opportunities. Yeah. Because nobody else is doing it right, and so you could kind of subvert expectations in a lot of ways.
Trick like, hey, if they're in this, when the strong side goes to the right and they're running this, then you can maybe flip it and be like, okay, let's run the opposite way so that defense. I don't know what I'm.
No. I know.
Imagine being the defense. How confused you are.
You're saying exactly what I was like. I don't know. I agree with you. I don't know exactly what it would look like, but it is so different that there's some kind of against the grain opportunities. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of maybe have a little bit of not insight. I don't know. I kind of feel where they're coming from, because I was never quite good enough to just fully cement myself at a single position every year. So I started 1 year at center, 1 year right guard, 1 year at left guard. And my senior year, even though I was starting at guard, I would do 2 plays left guard, 2 plays center, 2 plays right guard.
That sucks.
And then, so it was I know then 2 plays out. I'm like, what?
I'm taking more reps than everybody.
What the hell, dude? But the point is, if you're doing it consistently, it really does start to become second nature, the kind of footwork and everything. And I'm sure that what I wonder is, during individual, are they? I guess it just all comes through the plays.
That's where I went. I'm like, what does individual look like?
Yeah, are you taking it from both sides, or then is it just through team because they're going to be flipping? Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Yeah. Watch for this Saturday, though, guys. Yep. When you watch the Mizzou Vandy game, it's a completely unique offense. Jerry Kill coming over from New Mexico with Diego Pavia a couple of years ago, and it's been incredible since.
Yeah.
All right, guys, coming up next here on Wake Up Barstool, it's time to go inside of Zach as we talk Cowboys, we talk Notre Dame, his brain. We talk Notre Dame, life in the NFL, everything. Coming up next, don't go anywhere here on FS1. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back here to Wake Up Barstool. It's been a very fun morning. We got the big boys here. We got the NFL legend, Zack Martin. Bro, I just keep finding crazier and crazier anecdotes about how good you were at football. In 2019, Martin became one of 5 offensive linemen ever to secure a Pro Bowl invitation in each of their first 6 seasons. It's you, Lou Creekmer, John Morris, Joe Thomas, and Richmond Webb. Crazy part about that, I mean, you and Joe are the only people near the kind of modern era to achieve that. And then how about this, Katic? In 2022, started all 17 games, 1,143 snaps, 1 holding penalty, not a single sack.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And the list, I mean, again, the list goes on and on. 9-time Pro Bowlers, 7 holding penalties accepted for the year in 11 years. As many All-Pros as it's insane. It's
Pure
insane.
discipline.
Just beast. When did you know that you were like, okay, like I'm actually a bit different? Was it literally? I mean, obviously being recruited. And I guess what I mean is I'm not even talking just like high school recruiting, because that's when you start getting D1 offers. Everybody's like, you're probably ranked really high. But like you're different. Did you ever come to the realization like, oh, I'm the best?
I made a huge jump my senior and 5th year at Notre Dame.
Okay.
We had a line coach, Chief will know this name, Harry Heastan.
Oh yeah.
He came in my true senior year and really changed everything about my football game.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just like the mentality of it. I get chills thinking about it, man. I got chills.
Yeah,
It's like the importance of the offensive line brotherhood and how much that means and who you play for. Like everything. My mindset about football just changed, and I kind of hit the ground running. I was always a solid player, good player, but I attribute a lot to him coming in there and just changing my mindset, honestly.
Well, it made him like lineman you. Like
yeah, it did.
He had so many first-round picks, and that was not the case for 20 years before he got there. What made him so different?
Well, his mentor was Joe Moore, the great Joe Moore.
Oh, wow.
He was the line coach, obviously, Pittsburgh, Notre Dame, all the All-Americans. So when he came to Notre Dame, I remember sitting down with him, having a meeting, and his plan was we need to restore the tradition back into the Notre Dame offensive line. And I got a lot of pride in that because it's still going to this day. You see Joe Alt's in his 2nd year, all these guys coming out. Ronnie Stanley, Quentin Nelson, my brother Nick Martin, Mike McGlinch. I mean, the names go on and on. So that was kind of our goal, and it's cool to see that tradition at Notre Dame is back and cooking with gas.
Yeah, dude, last year's O-line had like 7 guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like there were injuries, the next guy up kept playing well, a couple got paid to transfer for big money. It's
Yeah, but it's a mindset.
What happened, BK? Where's that now? I mean,
Harry, he said went to the Bears.
Yeah, dude, we got tackles grading out in the 30s down in Baton Rouge right now.
Say it louder.
Okay, let's talk Notre Dame then, though. I guess we'll start with, before we get to Notre Dame now, your time at Notre Dame, because you obviously still have a lot of love for the school, man.
I love Notre Dame. My closest, I was telling Katic last night, my closest friends are all Notre Dame guys that I live with my entire career there. But also kind of just what I talked about with the offensive line, it was cool to kind of be a part of getting Notre Dame back to, relevance a little bit. Right? My first year was Coach Weiss's last year. So we went 6-6, didn't go to a bowl game. I redshirted that year. I'm kind of like, what is college football? What is this?
What did I sign up for?
Right. And then, the first 2 years with Kelly weren't very good. And then that 2012 season, we kind of caught, lightning in a bottle. It took it and ran. And, they've had years where they've gone back. But I would say for the most part, consistently since 2012, they've been, they've been a top 25 team.
Most years have had 10
right.
wins.
Yes.
So it's cool to be a part of something like that. Obviously, got a chance to play in a national championship. Didn't go according to plan.
Neither did mine.
Got tasted.
Neither did mine.
Alabama.
We both get it. Alabama, Nick Saban.
I really blame Kansas State because that's the Kansas State we should have played Kansas State.
Dude, that
Colin
is
Klein and
right.
Kansas State, and then they blew it last game of the season.
I forgot about that.
They let Alabama with one loss get in.
Bro, this is the same thing that I went through. Because we beat Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and then Oklahoma State should have made it, but they screwed up a Friday night game against Iowa State. Yeah. And so they put Bama in there. See, guys, they just wanted to make Big Bama happy. Okay. All right. So what about Notre Dame this year, man? Look, it's a weird thing. I know how it started, but those 2 losses have kind of continued to appreciate in value for the most part. And after surviving last week, well, actually dominating USC by the end, it looks like they're set up for another 10-2 in a playoff run.
Yeah, it was a tough. I was down in Miami for the opener, and obviously there's a lot of excitement down there, and a little bit of a disappointment that first game, and then they have a great one against Texas A&M. Just fall a little bit short, but I do like how they're battle tested early.
Yes.
Like I think they're going to be hitting their stride at a perfect time. Like they battle tested early, they're getting better. They're starting to really get after teams, and I think at 10-2, if they can win out, they're going to get in and they're going to be playing as good as anyone in the country at that point. I wouldn't want to see Notre Dame in the playoffs.
Hell no.
With the 2 backs, how the quarterback's playing. Yeah.
I did, and it ended my career. I can understand that.
98 yards.
Yeah. And I mean, CJ Carr's continue to get better and better.
Yeah, that was like the little thing, I'm sure, Chief, like the first 2 weeks, everyone's pissed that we're 0-2, but there's also that, but CJ Carr looks
good.
Hey, he's
like the plays that he made against Miami were sick.
And that's an element they did not have in the offense last year. So I love Riley Leonard, tough as nails.
Gamer.
Being able to throw the ball, spread everybody out, it just makes Jeremiah Love's job and the offensive line job so much more easy.
How did they get Lloyd Carr's grandkid to go to Notre Dame? I don't know.
Fired Lloyd
He
Carr.
spent, man. You can tell that when he spins it, it just comes off his hand different.
Yeah.
It really does. Like as good as this year is, and looks like it's going to be, the long-term future of Notre Dame having him at quarterback, and then obviously Marcus Freeman at coach. What do you find kind of? And I don't know if you have insight here, but going from Kelly to Freeman, it's an interesting thing where a lot of times schools are very hesitant to, I think, hire from within.
Yep.
But like I remember how pumped the boys were when Freeman was announced.
Yep.
What have you heard about?
Yeah, I think the when Kelly left for LSU, I think a lot of the veteran guys on the team kind of went in and stood on the table for Marcus, and that obviously went a long way with the brass at Notre Dame there, and I thought they made a great call. I mean, I've spent a little bit of time with him, had some interactions with him, and he got a lot of energy. He can connect with the players. The guy can recruit, and he's just getting better. Like people, like this is not a finished product. He's still in his 30s. I think he's maybe a couple years older than me. So
I would give him a 40-year contract.
Yeah, like he's going to be continuing getting better at coaching, and the more experience he gets, and it's a good time to be a Notre Dame fan. They're gonna be pumping him in there. It's a good time.
I am convinced he'll get one. I don't know if it's this year, but I think Marcus Freeman will win a national championship.
I'm with you.
If he stays.
Yeah, and
I liked how
Ohio State would be the only one that would scare me.
there was like Penn State, Florida rumors, and he's like, no.
Yeah, absolutely.
he can. I mean.
Get that Signetti.
Just
deal.
so much.
I'm about to say he can use all these open jobs just to leverage. What were you gonna say, Meg?
He's just so much more digestible. Like
than Kelly.
Visually, like
he seems sincere and genuine.
Oh, I was thinking of like when he walks into a house to recruit, like.
Yeah.
He can sell not only Notre Dame, but himself to the parents and the players.
He doesn't even need a sidekick to help him. Yeah. He can go in there perfect, just
and
nice.
He's very good looking.
Clean,
Yeah,
I'm
sure the recruits' moms are like, yeah, come on. You want another play?
All right,
I bet he smells good too. He looks like a man that smells really good.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. He models his own clothing line. Like he's got his own coaching
So he
gear.
knows. He gets it. He knows.
He's a hot dude.
He knows what he's doing.
He's in the weight room. He's getting after it.
He knows what he's doing. All right, then. You said it's a good time to be a Notre Dame fan. Is it a good time to be a Cowboys fan? This is an interesting question because the offense is incredible, especially Adam Pickens. It looks like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But the defense kind of got awful right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk bad about the Cowboys, but objectively the defense is not good, right?
Just look at the stats, right?
Yeah, it's not good. And I think you do have to take a step back and realize they did trade arguably the best defensive player a week before the season. So let's calm down a little bit. A lot of our back end stuff. I mean, when the pass rush is humming, the back end becomes a lot easier, right?
Yeah.
But I did play. I know Coach Flus. I know Chicago guys have their feelings, but I do know how he coaches, and I think he's not necessarily plays. He's a how you play the game, and those guys on defense will get it humming, and at least they're going to be competitive. They score nonstop.
Yes.
The offense has been as good an offense as I've seen in the league all year.
Yeah, they are a classic, like, we talked about this the other day. You do not want to see them in a wild card round or something like that. Because, like, on any given day, they got that puncher's chance of knocking anybody in the league out because of Dak, because of CD and Pickens. And when CD's out, Dak and Pickens get the chemistry going. Now it's like, yes. And then Jake Ferguson. I mean, it's
Badger.
It's weapon after weapon. Talk to me about Dak Prescott, because he is someone who should be celebrated and liked. He's overcome a ton of adversity. He was a lower round pick at that position, especially, that has now made it. He's playing out of his mind, and yet it just seems like because he has a star on his helmet that he just gets hated on.
Dude, when Cade was talking about Diego
Palma,
like that, that's what I think about Dak. Everyone in that organization, everyone wants to win, but there's a little extra to win for that guy. Just what he means to that organization. He's a leader of men. That's like the best compliment I can give him. Like he is the best leader of men that I've ever been around. And dude, he's just a guy's guy. I mean, he's just he works his ass off. He puts more time in than anyone, and he's a competitor. The dude's the biggest competitor. And the other thing you just said, adversity, man. Like when people talk about like going through adversity, I would say, I've kind of gone through a few. This guy's been through serious adversity, and you would never know it. I mean, smile on his face every day coming to work. A lot of guys play for that guy down in Dallas.
And look, and now, I mean, one of the leading MVP candidates. And if that defense does catch a little fire, and all of a sudden you start winning some games, that could become a very real thing. They have a championship offense.
And I gotta give the O-line some love, man. They've played 9 guys this year in the first 7 games, and they have not missed a beat. They got Brock Hoffman, TJ Bass, these guys that have played over the last couple of years that have been called upon again early in the season, and they've stepped in and done it.
Do they call you at any point?
I talk to those guys still.
Okay. No, I meant like wow.
Oh, no. That's why I dropped the weight early. I'm done.
But do you still talk to the boys?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna ask, like, do they call you and be like, hey, what did you ever see from this guy? Like, if they're playing like a D lineman and they're like, hey, like, is there any tendencies that you can give me that you saw from blah blah blah? Or
not really, not a whole lot this year, but we did a great job in our room. We would do these studies. So like on Fridays, we would have like our meeting in the morning would be a player-led meeting. So each guy, we would have like the backups, and the practice squad guys would have a single guy to study, and they would present that guy in front of the room.
Gotcha.
And then like, so if it was the 3 technique that I was matched up with that week, the guy would give his presentation, talk about it. We would have some dialogue. I'd kind of read my notes. So everyone's kind of on the same page. Like, hey, this guy, because, in the NFL nowadays, these guys aren't lining up in the same spot. Premier rushers are moving, they're picking their guys. So everyone kind of hears, like, all right, if this D tackle lines up at end randomly, all right, these are his 2 or 3 moves that he likes to go to. So a lot of dialogue of different players going on Friday morning. Yeah.
Cool. God, dude, we'll continue to pick your brain for the rest of the show. I have a million questions that I still want to ask, but we also like making money. And Megan has been on fire this year. So when we get back here on Wake Up Barstool, we will once again head to the money corner as Megan gives you her best plays of the weekend. This is Wake Up Barstool. Grab a coffee, guys. Friday, the weekend.
Yes.
Here, let's go, dude. Hey guys, welcome back. Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. Shout out to everybody joining the Wake Up Barstool movement. Every single Friday, we take you to the money corner where our own Megan Makin Money gives you the best plays of the weekend. She has been red hot this season. Let's go, Meg.
Go, Meg. Money spread.
What up, baby?
Let's go.
We back in the money corner. 4-4 last week before 5-1.
Let's go.
So
what up,
let's see if we can keep some things going. I feel like I had a couple bad beats last week.
It was a tough slate last week.
First up, I'm going back to the well. I'm going to take the Oklahoma Sooners -4.5. I believe they're at 5.5 now, which I still like it at. Ole Miss played well in Athens for 3 straight quarters, and the wheels just kind of fell off. That Georgia run just gashed Ole Miss's run defense. Mateer needed a good bounce back. He had it. I think they're back right where they were pre-injury. I like Oklahoma here.
It's a crazy line. I mean, this thing is, like Stu pointed out, like, I mean, here you have Ole Miss is the higher-ranked team. They kind of been thought as a better team all year, and Oklahoma's now up to 5.5-point favorites. I'm with you, Meg.
All right, up next, a team I have not yet played this year just because I felt like I was being sold every week by Jake Malisak. But I'm going to go with Virginia, minus the 10.5. This is just a tale of two teams headed in opposite directions. UNC will not be able to keep pace with Virginia. Not just that, but the Virginia win over Louisville looks even better now as Louisville went down to Miami and took over at the U. Not to mention a little extra narrative here. What coach in their right mind right now wouldn't want to get a win over Bill Belichick? Yeah, just think about it. Even if he's in college, you can still say, hey, I got to win over Bill.
I beat Bill. That's what Jordan says.
Bill. Up next, I wanted to play this last week at 22.5. Didn't put it on the card because the card was a little large. But I like SMU team total over 28.5. They're headed to Wake Forest. They've cleared this number in every game but 2 this season. The first one was against TCU. They put up 24, which good defense. And then they had a weird one against Missouri State where they won by 28. But I love SMU here. They're continuing to put up a ton of points.
What's going on with SMU? I haven't thought about them at all this year. Actually.
Jennings has just been crazy. The offense has been clicking.
Okay, yeah, man, that's a name I have not thought of in a long time.
Yes, sir. Up next, I should have kept on rolling with the Tide last week, baby, but I didn't. But I'm back on them this week.
You disgust me.
I get it. Hey, money's money. Minus 11.5 at South Carolina. They finally have found their footing after they dropped that first one to Florida State. They have just been improving week by week.
Yeah, I hate
Simpson looks elite, and if he continues to play the way he's been playing, South Carolina could be in for a very long day there.
It's falling apart at South Carolina.
It's falling apart,
Portland North, dude.
I got a fun one up next. So,
okay, what we got?
Minnesota, Iowa. You got a spread up to 9.5, and I think the total's 38.5, okay? Don't love a large spread with a low total. But I do think Iowa wins with ease, and in that logic, I think my guy, Gronowski.
Yeah, nailed it. Nailed it.
Thank
Let's go, girl.
So he scored a rushing touchdown in every game this season, except in 2 games. One against Penn State, he scored 2 rushing touchdowns, and then against Rutgers, he did score 3. So 2+ touchdowns at plus 320 for my guy in Iowa.
I like plus 320. That's so fun.
You like that? You see a little extra money, and you guys like it.
Yeah, that's fun, boy.
Up next, my guy Dana's not here. But I'm going to go with his Cincinnati Bearcats at home, minus the 3.5. Baylor just got whooped on last week, and guess what? They haven't been covering. 1-6 ATS, matter of fact. Now they're on the road, as I said, with a red-hot Bearcats team who is tied with BYU atop the Big 12 standings. They can't get caught slipping here. They got Utah, Arizona, and BYU on deck. Give me the Bearcats at home, and shout out Dana, make that field goal.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
Oh yeah, Dana's got to. He's got to kick a
30-yarders.
The last one he had an opportunity a couple years ago.
Like halftime
kick.
Wait, we have practice footage of Dana. Okay, while we're here, we might as well dive into.
He's going with a straight boot.
They say
toe bash.
That is. I don't like that at all.
But it's way better than his.
Yeah, the first one went on the ground 30 feet.
I know, but you got to show a little athleticism, though, guys.
Looks like he also hasn't taken his 2 steps to the left. He went 3 back, but didn't go 2 to the left.
He's going like a robot, like a Japanese kicking robot.
This is way. If you miss doing it this way, that's way more embarrassing.
Absolutely.
You look like an athlete and pull it. Who cares? But you can't just.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No, you got to train soccer style.
He's gonna be in the full Skyline chili suit. You know, he's gonna be ready to go. Him and
all right, last two, real quick.
Last 2. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with the Fighting Brandon Walkers. Mississippi State plus the 7 at home against Texas. Yes, State did lose last week, but they controlled that game for 60 minutes. Took a little last-minute interception for Florida to get the job done. And meanwhile, Texas was lucky to escape Lexington with a win. They were averaging 3.3 yards per play. Mississippi State has played really well at home. They have enough defensive grit and enough offensive firepower to keep them in this game. If State goes up quickly, I smell a Bevo burger in the making.
I agree. There you go. That's the money quarter. Megan getting you right for this weekend. We'll post those picks as well. Coming to next hour number 2, and it's time to go into the crawler corner. A lot of corners on today's show. We're going to break down some film with Zack Martin coming up next. Big noon kickoff. So that's not coming. You get what I'm saying. We're going to break down UCLA and Indiana film because that's Big Noon Kickoff. And this is FS1. And that's Chicago on your screen. Tonight, the World Series begins on Fox. As Shohei Ohtani and the reigning champion Dodgers take on Vlad Jr. and the Blue Jays. Game 1 of the World Series coverage begins 7 Eastern, only on Fox.
That was great. That was awesome.
That's going to be an awesome game.
I'm excited for this World Series.
Who we rooting for?
Everybody's on Blue Jays, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
We just don't want. It's like one of those.
Enjoy
like,
watching the Dodgers win or play. I think.
Yeah.
Everyone.
The Dodgers are a weird mixture of, like, the actual individuals are likable.
Yes.
But it's not
brand.
likable how they've done it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, just like outspin
like the
everyone, whatever.
Patriots.
Well, yes, in a winning sense, but it's worse for the Dodgers because literally they just spent more money.
Yeah.
Than everybody. Like you have a salary cap
Right,
in the
yeah.
NFL. Like they just bought their way to this.
Yeah.
And then the Blue Jays are kind of a little more lovable, but it is weird to cheer for Canada
I know.
over America.
You were only on teams that were universally hated.
Yeah.
I was going to bring that up. I wasn't going to say
Big
anything.
Cat said yesterday, is like, you played at Notre Dame in Dallas. Like, I feel to be a douchebag.
It's I think Meg, I mean not actually, I don't know why I said it like that. You know more baseball than anybody in this room right now. What's your read on the series?
I mean, I think as everyone said, like, I think the Dodgers have a pretty clear path.
Starting pitching just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see the Blue Jays get it done, but also they're in my division with the Astros, so
Something that something that Ryan Dempster pointed out that I never knew that is kind of blown my mind is Blue Jays viewership smashes every other MLB team.
Why? Because they have all of Canada?
Yes, apparently they average over 1 million viewers per game, regular season. Wow. I would be interested to see if we looked at if we factored in Japan when it comes to the Dodgers. Like maybe they would beat them. But I know that I guess I bring this all up just to say man, I'd be happy for the Blue Jays fans. Yeah. They're back there for the first time since '93.
I would love to see George Springer win a World Series. I love George
Didn't
Springer.
he already win one?
Yeah,
well,
but
yes,
another one.
but she's a massive Astros fan.
Fair.
So she loves George Springer.
When they were cheating and stuff.
He wants to win.
Yeah. Baseball's a cheater
one
sport.
legit one.
Everyone's been cheating for forever.
Baseball is a cheater sport.
It's if you get caught.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so game 1 tonight, only on Fox, guys. Again, 7 Eastern. What a Friday night treat. Speaking of treats, it's time for another edition of Smash or Pass, where our producers have put together a list of foods. I mean, God, what are we talking about, dude?
Smash.
I would bathe my
start
balls
getting
in that.
creative.
Like sourdough.
Oh, the most delicious thing I've ever seen?
You guys got to start getting more
Okay, so I think the point of this was...
I've never made an egg.
That's a perfect...
I've never made an egg look like that.
That is a perfectly poached egg right there. I think what they were kind of wanting to get at is like runny yolk. Of course,
Yes.
runny yolk.
That's farm fresh right there.
That's my kid's favorite food is over easy eggs.
Oh, it's the best. Did you get
Especially over a skillet.
If you make a great biscuits and gravy, you throw an over easy egg on top of that, some hot
I
sauce.
just got chills just thinking about food.
What was it? My grandma. I always thought this was a wonderful bit of little Cajun whatever. She homespun, whatever. She
over rice?
No. She used to call them dipping the bread eggs.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't know that because that's what
My wife calls it dipping eggs.
Yeah, there you go. Dude.
call them
Same thing,
dippies,
dude.
kind of
Yeah. Dippies? Okay, there we go. It's everywhere. All right, smash or pass. What do we got next? Let's see here. Black
Pass.
licorice.
Pass.
I don't think I've had it enough to make.
That looks like a tire.
My mom loved
doesn't.
black licorice. No.
It doesn't look. Your mom
licorice.
loved it.
Yeah.
She still loves it. Apparently, a lot of Midwestern moms love black licorice or just Twizzlers in general.
Does it
Don't
taste
know.
like red licorice?
No,
I like the
nothing
one
like
you
red
peel.
licorice.
The
that
cherry
is
one.
good.
Yeah.
I like that.
But that's like a candy from 1912.
Yeah.
And
It just tastes like plastic a little bit. The first bite is plastic, and then you get the black licorice
Yeah, I'll
taste, which is
pass.
almost like a fennel tast.
Yeah.
So
It is
people
like
people in the Midwest are just drinking Malort and smashing black licorice. What? Okay, pass. Wow. Okay. See, there you go, Katie. They found a pass.
Yeah, true, I guess.
All right.
Never passed?
It's hard. It's been rough. All right, what do we got next?
Smash.
Oh, yeah, cottage cheese.
Yep.
It's having a
Dana
moment
brought
right
this
now,
up,
dude.
and he tried it for the first time. It's good.
Little heirloom
It's good.
tomato with
Great
pepper
protein.
and salt.
Do a little.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
It's so
Really?
My dad used to crush cottage
It's
cheese.
good.
You know what you need to do to
It always
start
grossed me
yourself
out.
on cottage cheese? Put a little spoonful in like your scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
And mix it up
Really?
just to
Makes them
introduce
really
yourself.
fluffy.
But they
All
can
right.
give you
I
a
mean, I
little
love
extra protein.
cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice creamy egg.
The crazy thing is, like, if you're our age, you remember, like, we grew up and in pop culture, cottage cheese was always like a joke.
It was
Yeah.
shame.
like viewed as being gross. And then I tried it for the first time and I was like, what is everybody talking
They've been
about?
lying.
People cottage cheese shame, and they should go up.
It's like that and Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts
Brussels
are
sprouts are
actually
great.
awesome.
Yeah. Some roasted with a little balsamic on it.
And bacon.
And
The-
Parmesan
oh,
cheese and
God.
cheddar.
Oh, God. But yeah, cottage cheese, Instagram's putting it in everything.
Smash.
Yeah, right now. Smash. What do we got next?
Smash.
Give me all the goons. Give me all the goons.
I mean,
Sweet
call
and
me
sour on the
Ear and
side.
Lee, dude. This is good.
Gooned up on a Friday.
Yeah.
Yes,
One of
sir.
my wife's favorite thing at a Chinese restaurant, so we always double order the crab ranch.
Yeah.
So good.
That and egg rolls, man. I could eat 45
On Father's Day, my family was out of town, and so I treated myself to a solo Chinese sit-down restaurant date. Ooh. And
Joe Flacco on.
yeah, it was incredible. But the fresh goons, I've never had fresh restaurant goons. I haven't had a lot of sit-down Chinese experiences
there's-
before.
Yeah,
that,
me
dude.
neither.
You've been down to Chinatown yet, guys?
No,
Fun fact
There's
about
great spots.
You want to go goon in
I
Chinatown?
would love to take you goon.
So Wonton Don, obviously, he's the wonton expert
Yeah.
in the office. We made gumbo goons, which were fantastic. We like extracted the meat from
Yeah.
the roux and put it in the goons, and then you dipped it in like the gumbo roux.
Baby.
And then we made ones that are like the crawfish pistolets at Jazz Fest. We made like the stuffing and put it in the
I
wontons.
love a pistolette.
Oh, they were
Where
so
was
good.
I that day?
I don't know. Everyone loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. It sounds amazing.
Megan, also from Louisiana, incredible cook. Megan makes a fantastic gumbo, and it is officially gumbo season.
It is.
Yeah.
You're
It
making
is.
I made a
some for us?
jambalaya.
I'm making
couple
some
nights
for you
ago.
next Tuesday.
That is the cuisine that I was never introduced
Me
when I
neither.
was little, but after living down in Dallas
Yeah.
for so long, that is Cajun food is one of my favorites.
It's
it's the
the
best.
best.
Still haven't really been introduced to it. So.
You're gonna
Gumbo.
love
I mean,
this.
you're-
You're gonna love this gumbo on
Gumbo.
Tuesday, Bo. You're about to
sure.
get
I'm sure.
And I've been talking to Megan about some tips to try to increase mine, like how to handle like the sausage and everything. And yeah, we're about to do
You're
it
gonna
right.
be
You
handling
gotta
the
order it from
sausage
down
well?
south. The andouille up here just doesn't. It
Oh,
doesn't
I don't know
it
if that's
doesn't
gonna
work.
happen. I know. I think I'm gonna have to get some local andouille. We'll see though. We'll see.
Send it up.
If anybody
fly it up,
has
dry
any
ice it.
local andouille,
I got a place
hit
for
us
you.
up.
You got a place?
I got a butcher shop. I got
I mean, yeah, Chicago's the meat capital of the world.
We don't know sausage? Come on.
All right, so what's the next smash or pass here, guys?
Yes.
Come on, man! Now, this is
How many of these could you do in a
was just
sitting?
saying.
This is insulting.
How many in a sitting?
Baby triple digits?
I mean, if that plate comes out around, it's going directly back into the kitchen.
Yes, 1,000%.
Yeah.
This is number one, probably most food that I have self-control problems with. If there's a plate, like you said, like I think it's actually number one in the world for me. I just have to keep eating them.
It's like they come over the plate of hors d'oeuvres and you just grab the whole plate.
Thank you.
What's the what do y'all dip your pigs in a blanket in?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Ketchup, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if I was going to be shamed for that.
I have
yeah.
a good kind of the plate story. You know when they go like you're.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
What's that fancy word for food again?
So we were at, it was actually here in Chicago, we were at Jack McCarthy's pool.
Yep.
And they were doing some event and their hors d'oeuvres guy were coming around. I actually paid him $20 to just come to us first every single time.
That's a great move.
So he would come to us every time. We'd have first pick at whatever, and then we'd usually just send him right back. And the dude's like, sorry, man, like high is bitter.
Oh man. Okay, let's. Okay, well, what about this? If you're at a wedding, that was at a pool party, right? Pool party's pretty aggressive to eat that many hors d'oeuvres, right? I normally want to say light at my feet.
Crushing.
If you're at a wedding, what do you do or how many hors d'oeuvres are you eating? What are you doing with it when you're done? That's what I end up with like 18 napkins in my back pocket all
I
the time.
almost never. I feel like there's a high spill ratio. You're looking good. You're in your suit. I'm always just like, just keep the cocktails coming. I'll catch you at dinner.
I'm with you. I don't like eating at weddings at all. I got to stay light on my feet for the dance floor.
Yep.
To be
Usually
fair,
the hors d'oeuvres are better than the main course, though.
Yes, that is fair.
Kind of hammer.
But I feel like it's also how close you are with the people that are getting married as well. Like you're not. If you go to a wedding like as a +1, you're not going to be hammering hors d'oeuvres, you know, because you don't want to.
I kind of think the opposite.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm never going to see these
That's
people
your time
again.
to shine.
I'm not a big wedding guy yet, so I haven't.
Oh, that's right. You haven't gone through.
Youth.
Yeah.
Any of your
I'm only
friends are married.
24.
Yeah.
I feel like in the South, though, we don't have as many sit-down weddings. Like,
No, they
it's
do
more-
buffets.
Yeah, it's more like
kinda
buffet
like
style.
that.
Yeah, you feed
Yeah, we did
your own
tacos
pace.
at our
I
wedding.
like that.
Yeah, you
Just
feed at your own
graze.
pace. You
Yeah.
graze, the dance floor starts. I
Live
wait.
bands.
Yeah, I don't eat anything, and then I wait until you're hammered and they're shutting it down, and they have the
Pizzas.
leftover
The
buffet food,
Oh.
and they're just giving you trays.
Or the
and
new
that's
thing.
when we finally.
I
eat.
love
The new
when
thing
they-
for weddings is the late night snacks. Like,
Late
they got
night
it on
pizza
the,
and sliders.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they like put it into the schedule. Like when the music ends, on your way out, we'll have.
Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, it's
There's also people that get like Waffle House like trucks to come and like Cane's trucks to like cater. Like they'll have like a whole outside like venue that's different from the inside, so
I
that
gotta
people
do
can like
something
have
about it.
late night eats
man.
and like cool stuff
That's definitely
like that.
new wedding stuff.
Have y'all ever seen the Macaulay Culkin Richie Rich movie?
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember? Yeah. Yeah, that McDonald's in the basement, dude. I used to always dream about having a Waffle House in my basement. That was, what do you know?
How do you know you made it? Waffle House.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now I've kind of realized it's just a cast iron grill. I don't need the, I got a Blackstone, I have it.
I mean, the
accomplish my
ambiance
dreams.
can't be beat. You
That's
know?
true. That's true. I need some old, like the
people
smell of
watching.
old cigarettes. Yeah. The tension that a fight might break out.
Someone just hammered and passed out in the booth behind you.
Okay, what's our final couple smash or pass here? Let's see. What do you got? Clam chowder? Smash.
I'm passing.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, no, we got offended.
What is wrong with you?
I'm not a big clam girl. I also don't like oysters, like stew or chowder. I don't like the way that like
cooked,
I know, but I don't like the way that cooked ones like taste and like it's like too rubbery. I'll eat raw oysters and all day long, but
Do you like charbroiled oysters?
yeah, I just don't like. But you still have a little bit like just they feel like rubbery or something. I
Yeah,
just
maybe
don't like it.
or in a clam
The taste
chowder.
is good, but the texture is not for me.
That's fair. I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
In a clam chowder, though, is that
Potatoes.
boiled?
Yeah,
No, I'm
potatoes.
saying are the clams?
I guess I either
boiled,
boiled or
steamed?
steamed technically.
Yeah, they're just cooking the pot.
Yeah. But I mean, that would maybe lend itself to maybe a bit of the texture.
Yeah.
Disconnect that
You
Megan's
gotta go
having
low
here.
and slow. Maybe we just gotta get you the right clam chowder.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like how chewy and rubbery they taste in my mouth.
That's to each their own. I guess. More for us.
The New England clam chowder, 100%. The Manhattan clam chowder, I'm not a fan.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, the challenge for production next week on Smash or Pass, guys, is you gotta understand you're dealing with really fat guys.
Why don't you bring in all
That's what I was gonna say. The challenge for next week, bring it in. We'll do a
Everything
live
you put
review.
on Smash Pass, bring it in like hors d'oeuvres, and we'll eat them.
I would. Oh man, that sounds so good
clam
right
chowder.
now. All right, next here on Wake Up Barstool, we put out the fat signal yesterday, asking for questions for the big boys. And many of you responded. We'll get to the best ones next. We also have our Skillet Special parlay coming up at the end of the show. So don't go anywhere. More Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool here on FS1. As we said, we put out the fat signal. We asked you for questions from the big boys for the big boys. Also, y'all should check out the Big Boys Club. If you want to join the BBC, we just dropped merch yesterday.
Great shirts.
Mikey, Dana, Ella, brand new podcast. It is incredibly stupid.
And Ella.
But it's very relatable.
It's very fun. It's very fun. My poor mother. I had a whole soliloquy about my love of grinding, and I woke up this morning and I looked at my Instagram DMs, and it was a broken heart emoji, and then it said, "Your mother and your grandmother see this," and I was just like, "Oh, Mom, I don't know, Mom. I know you watch. I love you. I'm very sorry. We can talk about it later.
Love you, Mom.
I don't want to have to block you. I don't know. We'll
Way
figure
to
it out.
say it twice.
We'll figure it out. All right, let's get our first question out. We don't know what these questions are, so we will be reacting to these live. Okay, this is from our very own Ken Jack. Would it be better to have elite tackles and bad interior offensive linemen, or elite interior offensive linemen and bad tackles?
Why don't we start with you?
We got to go with you.
This is a great question.
This is a good question,
It's a really
Ken
good
Jack.
question.
Ken Jack's fired up because he just said that. Good question, Ken Jack.
I would say it's better to have. You want to have strength inside, so the quarterback can step up. A lot of quarterbacks will say, "Hey, tackles, run them by. I can step up and make a miss." So, I think interior offensive line, you want to be stout there because the quarterbacks, you get a guy running up in their face.
Wow,
Did you get more help though on the interior? Like
You definitely have more help. That's not what I'm saying, but you got more space at tackle to to push them by. The quarterback can feel the rush, step up, run out the lane.
I actually thought
And the way that falls apart is like, if you can't step up, then it tackles. Everything's harder. The quarterback can't see anything. Like with Drew Brees, he had to have better interior offensive linemen than tackles, otherwise he'd be blinded.
I do, but I feel like nowadays the elite rushers are the edge rushers.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah.
So I mean, if you have a Micah Parsons, going up against a bad tackle, that's kind of just I don't know.
I do agree, but I also, if you look at it, a lot of teams, like there's, Myles Garrett, mostly he's going to stay there in the end, but a lot of these teams, like when we had Micah in Dallas, he's coming inside on third down.
That's so hard.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's
Put him on the
mismatches.
3 tag.
Oh, yeah.
biggest
Why not?
nightmare.
Find your slide, try to get a 5-0 call, get everyone manned up, go inside, and the work athlete.
Dude, that is terrifying.
So
to be a guard and then suddenly have Micah Parsons lined up over you.
Yeah, more
Last
teams are
year-
doing it. All these ends. I remember my first year, we were playing New York, and JPP was like roll.
Yeah,
It was like
hell
Tyron was going against JPP. It was the big matchup all week, and then like the first third down, he was lined up on me. I'm like, whoa.
The media isn't highlighting our matchup.
That was a great question and some incredible insight from Zack, because I agree. I thought it'd be the opposite. All right, what do we got next, guys? Next question here. This comes from Matt Hudak. What's the one nasty trick you use in the trenches that the ref never catches, but the defender feels for the next 3 plays?
Ooh, I like that question.
I think they were Matt was talking about how on screenplays, the club, and he was talking about that and like how sometimes you get them on the head a little bit, the neck.
Yeah.
And the refs, I think in college they've been, what's the word? Cracking down on it more. Like you can't just absolutely club them.
Yeah.
But I feel like you've had your.
I would say
share.
the jumpers, right? You get these D tackles, D linemen that jump up. If you can
and you just
you get a little shot
baptize
on
it.
them, you can pull
Baptize
down
it,
them, you get a
baby.
little shot in their sternum, go out for a few plays. So anytime you see a jumper, it's like freshman or like a naked.
Yeah.
It's like
You
it's the best play for an
then you
offensive
can just
lineman.
sprint out.
You got
Right.
nothing. Yeah,
Ball's
you
going
got
this
no
way.
responsibility.
I don't care what anyone else is doing. I'm going to tattoo this guy.
I used to love just kind of being generally dirty, right? Getting as many kind of diving on guys at the end, getting up off
Under
them.
piles?
Yeah. Getting in shots under
uppercuts,
piles.
yeah.
Well, and the guys who can do it well, it's like part of their game. Like Ryan Jensen. You guys remember Ryan Jensen?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the center for the Bucks.
Yep.
Like so much of his game was just messing with guys
Yeah.
the entire game. Giving them an extra shove, getting them on the ground, giving them a forearm, and it gets guys out of their game. So some guys use it as part of how they play.
We used to do a
Mental warfare.
competition where if you got on the TV camera without getting a penalty, you got a point.
Yeah.
And it built up. Also, like we saw earlier, where you do it
Bounty
on
gate
the,
all over again.
Got paid either.
where you're holding and you see the end coming
Yeah,
around, you're just gonna go
yeah.
like head in. All right, what do we got next? This comes from Sean McNeely. What percentage of sacks are the QB's fault, whether it be the wrong protection call, holding the ball, or running into a sack? I mean, it's
It's a lot of coverage too.
it's hard to give like a strict answer.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, when it's on the O-line, it's pretty straightforward, but there also, I said this yesterday, we were talking about this kind of exact question, and there is more times that I think people don't realize that it's breaking down in the route concepts, right? Like maybe someone runs the wrong route or that. So that's also where the quarterback's got to hold on to the ball and then he gets sacked. So it's really, protection is all 11 guys, right?
Yeah.
The receivers got to get into their routes, break out of their routes fast because the ball's got to come out on time. So sacks really, unless you're getting beat right away, and that's obvious when you're watching the game, that's on the right guard, that's the O-line. But when it's a sack, 3, 4, 5 seconds, it's everyone working together.
Well, and it's like you talk about the Cowboys earlier, like you lose Parsons, you lose pass rush, like it's a symbiotic relationship between coverage and pass rush, right? Everything speeds up, so when you lose one, you lose the other. It's 11 on 11. What do we got next? Oh, swept the wrong way.
Gino.
Our own Gino. Shout out to all the Gino heads. Gino had a birthday this week. How many calories were we looking to consume on average? Did it differ from preseason game day / bye week? Interested to know difference per team / coach. What we're going to do, meals, snacks, and whatnot to keep weight on. Yeah, because you've already lost all the weight.
Yeah, but this,
I love eating, dude.
you want to take this one?
No, we can split it up. We can split it up, but I feel like in season you can eat so much more.
Yeah.
And it's you can eat because I'm losing 8 pounds of practice.
Yeah.
Especially early in the season. So I mean I'm eating everything under the sun, dude. Like I'm talking 2 burritos from Chipotle or something like things like that. But I just love eating, dude. It's the best.
Now,
Do they tell you what to eat?
How big were each 3 of you guys at your largest?
Oh, right here.
Oh God!
Actually, no, I was 335 freshman year.
335.
It was at the bowl game, dude.
Badass.
We were eating everything.
What about you, T? You were pretty big.
322 is the biggest I've ever.
322.
the most I
What
ever
are you at
weighed in
now?
on,
Like 260.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was trying to
That-
bulk
yeah.
up for guard, and I got up to 318. But like 300 was probably my
I was like
ideal.
310 was my.
It was
plan.
horrible weight too. I was disgusted. And then I kind of leaned out a little bit, but
That's how
I
I
feel
was.
like there's a lot of shakes you can make.
Wait, so here's what I'm gonna ask you, because like when you're in the NFL for as long as you were, that's when your body just becomes almost like a science, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like in college, you know,
Yeah.
we just eat like anything we wanted, whatever. So how did that kind of evolve?
I agree with Katic here. Off season, like I was on it because if I wasn't, I'd start gaining some weight, and then you got a lot more time, and you're training with the team in the morning, you're running, all that. Once the season starts, it's like get as much food as possible.
Hell
You're
yeah,
just
dude.
losing weight.
You're losing so much weight.
You're lifting, you're running, you're practicing. You're just on your feet all day, so you're constantly burning calories. So season, it was almost like a free for all, honestly. Just like get calories in there, so I didn't drop weight because I dropped 10 pounds in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
no
Was it ever a
problem.
chore?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of guys that, for like a little hack, is they drink olive oil. What? It has so many calories.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
drizzle it over like
Yeah.
every meal. Yeah.
Some guys would just take shots of olive oil to just like get calories in, and like before weigh-ins or something like that, they would just do that and it just sits.
All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, next question. Dang it. Oh, I missed it again. All right. This comes from James Geeb. When is it clear you are overmatched early in a game? How bad is having to play out the course of a game? It's the
Let's have some 9-time bro. Something like Aaron, like someone like Aaron Donald.
Yeah, well, okay, for example, we're playing the Rams, Aaron Donald. All week, we're not blocking this guy one-on-one. I don't care who you are. We're not putting one guy. We're not being stupid.
Yeah.
Let's put 2 on. So there's definitely an aspect of like up at the line and you get the slide and you're like, hey, come on. Like 99's over here, So there definitely is some of that when you're playing an elite guy.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you have a rough start to the game, I mean, I guess just on the sideline, hey, like center, hey, I may need a little body pressure.
What about when
you're
like
sliding left? I need a little chicken wing.
What about when like your team is overmatched? Because I mean, individually,
Ohio
you
State
gotta.
last
I
year.
mean,
Yeah,
like
it's
what,
like-
like,
It sucks.
yeah.
It's because like you can prepare so much, and we were prepared for everything Ohio State did, but it came down to just the crowd noise, everything, them timing the snap. I'm off, balance, and people. It just comes down to how can you execute on the field, and I didn't last year.
Was Donald the best that you best that you
By
ever
far, I
played?
usually like take him out when people ask me that because
Really?
I mean,
that's how
just-
much of like a gap it was?
Yeah. The
boogeyman.
The boogeyman.
Bro, that's scary. I got goosebumps.
The boogeyman.
That's
like the
crazy.
one guy where we would play
Boogeyman is
them.
such a great
I would that's the guy that's keeping you up at night.
So who would be the next guy if there was? I mean, obviously
Fletcher
there-
Cox was like my.
Okay.
I think we played against each other
Yeah.
20 times in my career.
What?
Yeah, because we played twice.
Division
a year.
rival. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
like my rival, Fletcher Cox, and he had a stint there where if you take Donald out of it, I thought he was kind of as good as it gets.
What about, like,
Dominican
He
Sue.
got a TFL against me when he was a sophomore and I was a senior, and I was like, "Who is this guy, dude?"
What about like a
Getting beaten by
Vince
this young guy.
Wilfork, like someone like that? Like
Yeah, I
just
think I
like
played
so
him
low.
once.
Those
Just
body
a
types, I
load.
feel like, are more rare nowadays.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you have a
definitely.
Wilfork?
Sue
a,
is definitely.
Vita
Yeah.
Vea, maybe.
They put your
Vita
hands
Vea.
on you, you're like, okay.
Billings on the Bears is a big load. Like
Yeah.
that, too.
That's fair. And yeah, Vita Vea is
Vea.
definitely no
Vita-
gloves.
No.
Psycho.
Yeah,
move.
crazy man.
Psycho.
That's like that. You know that guy started off. All right, next question.
There you go.
What block do y'all prefer? A pulling block where you get to smash the edge, or a double team down block to the linebacker? I loved pulling on power, dude, and leading up on the mic. Yeah, not counter. I didn't like counter as much. A little skip pull. Did y'all do skip pulls, or did you open up?
No, we're big open up.
Really? See, we were talking about this the other day, dude.
My first O-line coach was always skip pull. Coach Bostad came in and was always open.
So why did you prefer open over?
I don't think I've ever skip pulled like in a game. I guess my only downfall would be when you're coming back, just being like high in the hole.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're pulling down, you're coming around. And you can
okay, yeah, that's a good point. We should show. So like a skip pull is where you're gonna do this and you're gonna stay square to the
pretty
line.
Much. I think.
And then opening up, you're here.
I'll be the edge.
I think with counter, there should be nothing.
No, counter you open up.
You're open, but I think power. It's both ways. Like Zach said, you're very high when you're skipping, but you're also staying square to get tight in the hole. I don't know. There's payoff.
It's very much a preference thing for line coaches. I never played for a line coach that liked to skip pull, so we didn't do a lot of it.
I just always kind of felt like a running back. You watch the hole. You watch the hole open up, and then you like kind of hit it.
I think nothing for me beats a hip to hip double team right to a linebacker, and you're just moving this guy against his will.
Yeah,
that is
especially a linebacker that's like plussed over. So I'm like, I'm working a combination with the center here, and we're working a linebacker over there. I literally have to take a drop step, and I am just sprinting at this guy.
You're giving one boom,
and then you're going
just right through his hip.
Yeah, the second guy. So you got your guy that's posting him up, and I want to be the second guy just flying in there.
Oh yeah, God, that's the best. All right, next question. How long this comes from Joel the human giraffe? How long does it take an offensive line to officially gel as a unit? And how do you factor injuries into that, a la having depth ready to go?
Yeah, it's tough, especially when we're talking college football with the transfer portal and all new guys coming in. I mean, offensive line play is very unique, as we know, right? It takes 5 guys on every play to do their job. So when you don't get those reps next to guys, it is difficult. It takes a little bit of time. But when you play next to the same guy for a long time, there's a comfort level that comes with it. I play next to Terrence Steele, our right tackle in Dallas right now for the last 5 seasons. And there is, versus the first couple of years we were playing against or with each other, versus the last few, it's a huge difference. That comfort level, I know how he steps. I know he's going to fit into the block. I know how he sets. I know how he likes me to set on someone. So there's a lot of that comes with just repetition.
Could y'all have almost played a game without talking by the end?
Yeah, for sure.
You're just locked in.
So I had two left tackles that I played with when I was playing guard. Luke Haggard, who plays for the Bucks, and then Carter, who's still with Indiana. But like you said, we could have gone a whole game without, like, we didn't even need a switch call, like when we're passing off twists, because we're just so in tune with each other, and we don't even have to say like combination calls because we just know what we're doing. But there isn't a big adjustment period from like Luke to Carter now. Like there was a huge adjustment that I had to make just on steps and your rhythm with each other and like the gel, and I think a lot of it. This may be like, but it comes like off the field as well. That I will say, because like the camaraderie and the chemistry that you have on the field, it's just a byproduct of what you're doing.
Well, and it's what we talked about with Cade earlier. I mean, it's funny that strong side, quick side thing almost makes it even more intimate in a way. Because that's your lover. You're traveling with him constantly.
Like if I'm having 20 beers with my left tackle, you
get to move on a Friday. Strong side, really.
Next question.
That's fantastic.
Okay, last question here. This comes from Gnarly Charlie. Great name, Gnarly. What part of the body hurts the most after a full game? Head, hands, upper body, legs.
Fingers.
Dude, finger. Okay, I was about to say that. So I got a bad ankle, so my ankle would hurt. My fingertips.
Yes.
Really?
Dude, my fingertips after a game the next morning would be so tender. I don't know, it's because I had, I tape my finger under my glove, and then I tape it on top of my glove, and then you're just, so everything's so tight, and then you're punching people all day, but my fingertips the next day.
Would you tape fingers together or just the individual? Like
so I'd individual it under the glove, and then on top of the glove I would buddy.
Yeah, when I played guard, I would do that. But playing center, I didn't wear a glove. So, I mean, my fingernail, hangnails, everything's falling off the next day. Your knuckles are all fingers for me. It's like not even close.
Especially if you don't get rolled up or have an injury during the game. Hands, fingers. That's.
What about you?
I feel like you also use your fingers so much, like you don't realize they hurt until you go to like type or like whatever, and then you're like, what?
I don't think I was good enough with my hands because I didn't have a lot of fingers. I didn't have a lot of finger soreness, dude.
Wrists are another wrists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now a special shout out. So one of our employees here is live event Lisa. And this is our guy Dean, dude. Okay, Dean's playing
the
football.
Cowboys,
Suffered an injury. He plays for the Cowboys.
Let's go.
Shout out Dean. Broken right leg. Look at him though, toughing it out. He's got the cast on, looking good.
Me and Zach were on FaceTime with Dean yesterday.
Hell
Great
yeah,
kid.
man.
Good spirits.
Yes.
Shout out to Dean. Shout out to the Cowboys. I don't know if I can say. Okay.
Shout out to the Cowboys.
My old oh man.
Shout out the boys.
My old Louisiana audience is not going to be happy. You know what? Shout out Dean's Cowboys. And you know what? And Zach's Cowboys. All right, coming up next, we're closing out the show. Don't go anywhere. More Wake Up Barstool. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to Wake Up Barstool. It's time to close out the show, and we got a couple things we're going to get to. But first, it is time for the Skillet Special Parlay.
New edition.
Okay, so we were doing a pick competition. Dan and Brandon are no longer coming in on Fridays, which is great. We love the big boys here. And so instead, we are now, every single week, going to pick our favorite game. We're going to throw it in the skillet, cook it up, and y'all can go bet it. This is, wow, this is plus 1,100 here.
Ooh, 1,200.
Yeah, plus 1,200.
It's 12 to 1. Let's see if we can't get it in.
Yeah, that's.
I would hate to see
wonder
Chiefs
what
pick
each-
come to fruition, but it would be nice to hit a parlay.
I mean, yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah,
just
not
noticed
great.
that.
Not
Guys,
great.
we're all. Do you want Brian Kelly era to continue or not?
It's good, bro. It's continuing. It's continuing. They don't have the money to fire him. I know y'all can all tell me I'm crazy. I've already talked to people. They don't have the money to fire him. It's going on. It's going for it. And plus, again, I'm not going to advocate for a society in which we pay somebody $50 million to not work after you just paid him $50 million.
Not your money.
Keep that man in the office.
Let's
Get
all
his
be
ass off the
miserable
golf
while
course.
he gets rich.
No, I mean, but still, man, no. It's,
What? How much is your piece worth? Your piece of happiness.
But,
What about the piece around his neck? What about
Whip it out. Whip it out.
Here. I have to flop it out on the table. So I am certified not a chain guy, but I got to give a shout out to my boy Scroat. Shout out Kyle. Yeah,
name.
Strongbone. He manages the Suicide Boys, which they're great group, great music or whatever. And he has gifted me a chain. My wife once told me that if I forgot a chain, she would leave me. So this is kind of a big moment, but yeah, we
Let's see if she's there when you get back,
bust this
T-Bob.
thing out there.
Let's go. Can you get a close up on that?
Can you get close to that? Look at
Every
that.
time I come around,
The
you
Barstool
bling.
chain shining.
Company man right there.
Shining. Company man, dude.
Wow.
Company man.
Can I go ahead and
Single
throw the
man.
floors up? Yeah, throw the floors up.
Single.
Let's go, babe. Shout out. So shout out my guy Kyle. Thank you for the chain. It is beautiful. It's quite pretty. All right, so there's the Skillet Special, Chief. I hate your pick.
He chained.
Keychain. Hell yeah. I wonder if I'll ever gain the confidence to just wear it. I don't know. We'll see. But it feels good.
You know, it doesn't look as bad as it did when you had the hoodie on.
Yeah, I know. I did
It
a
looks
chain
better.
outfit.
Yeah, no. It
Right?
does-
I tried to do like
Maybe
the
hey,
hat,
do
the
it
black
backwards.
shirt.
Let's see the backwards hat with the chain.
Oh, I'm just going to be full F-boy?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there you go.
right.
Full transformation.
Yeah.
Suck, huh?
You want to go grind? Let's go grinding, shorty.
I feel like I'm about to go to, what's one of Dante's clubs?
Yeah, looks
John
like you're about to,
Boy.
Yeah,
you're,
about to-
you're hopping on the Barstool Spring Break house. With
Oh my God. All right. Y'all were, so I was having a conversation with Megan. Y'all were having a conversation with Producers Love. What were y'all talking about?
we were. I was asking like about jersey swaps, and Chief asked what your most prized jersey would be from an opponent, because I'm always curious. I think it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, I got a lot of O linemen, a lot of the Notre Dame O linemen,
Yep.
which is sweet, and like Q, Mike, all those guys. But I think the one I prized or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I talked about him earlier, but Fletcher Cox, and I didn't get it. We didn't trade it till our
Dogs.
last matchup.
No
I love
way.
that.
I
like
like
that
that a
too.
lot.
It was
'cause at
right.
that point,
It was
yeah.
right before he retired the year before me. So our last matchup in Philly, and we would have banter during the game,
Yeah.
nothing crazy, but we played against each other 20 times.
20 times.
And we switched jerseys, and kind of a cool story after that season. So this was 2023 season. He retires, and then I had a buddy from Dallas that played with him at Mississippi State. So we got in touch, and he's got a big ranch west of Dallas. He's a big hunter, Fletcher is. So he's got a huge exotic animal ranch.
High fence.
High fence.
Yeah.
And he had me down there, and I went and hunted with him for the weekend.
I was going to ask you if y'all gotten together.
yeah.
No way, dude.
Yeah,
How
so-
was that, man?
Dude, it was awesome because we've had all these like kind of epic battles
Yeah.
over the years, and just kind of kick it with him. And he's a great dude. And we actually was texting with him last week, so we stay in touch, and it's a cool
So
deal.
cool.
Yeah.
Is he from Mississippi?
He's from Mississippi.
I'm
Yep.
about to say that's a country boy
Yeah.
there.
No, he is. He is a country boy.
He made his money, and all he wanted to do is get an exotic animal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill an antelope.
What kind of
We hunted
exotic-
for Neil Guy.
Yeah,
That's
I was
what we
gonna
were
say, what kind
hunting
of
for.
exotic animals did he have?
He had like all the African stuff, like kudu, all that stuff. We were hunting for Neil Guy.
What's a Neil guy? Who's
yeah.
Neil?
You should look him up. I'd never seen him before I went down there, but they're interesting looking
Is it
animals.
a type of deer, or is it like a?
I'm
Yeah,
getting
Because
on
I
it
went
now.
down to
I'll show you a
I went
picture
down to
of
hunt
this.
with Barstool Outdoors, and there was a high fence. They had elk, they had ram,
Yeah, he had all
sheep.
that.
It's
Elk,
crazy.
zebra.
Oh yeah, they kind of look like water buffaloes.
Yeah.
The Neil guys.
So-
Shout out Fletcher Cox.
eat it?
Huge thank
We didn't
you.
get one.
Oh, okay.
Because we only did it. He was like, I'll let you shoot one if we get one today.
Yeah.
And we chased him around all day, and we didn't end up getting one. But it was a great weekend.
Just
bow
an
or
unbelievable thank you.
We had a rifle.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
they like run. They don't stay in.
Katie, shut up! That's on me. Massive thank you to Zack Martin for being here today, man. Zack, we can't thank you enough. This
That was
has been
awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, open invite anytime. You can catch Zack as a recurring guest on NFL IQ. If you want to continue to increase your NFL IQ, massive thank you to Chief, Mikey, Megan, as always, in the Money Corner, and the wonderful production team behind the scenes. We love you so much. Have a great weekend. May you win all your bets, and we'll see you on Monday here on Wake Up Barstool.